Hi, my name is Monique Jolicia, but most people call me Monique. However, a lot of people know me by the Traveler. Well, one might ask, well, how did you get that name? I'm glad you asked. Because I am an emergency room travel nurse.
Hey, Martha, who's that random girl on the schedule for today?
Who said that?
I did. Are you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm one of the travel nurses.
Oh, Martha, she's the Traveler.
Yeah.
The Traveler is here.
I'm the Traveler. So I get so many DMs, messages, phone calls, texts about travel nursing. What is it? Why do I do it? How do you get involved into it? And I'm a very detailed oriented person, so I'm always wanting to give like the most detailed answer. The problem with that is that sometimes it can take me like 2-3 hours to like give someone the answer that I want to give them.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Which is a lot of time for me, it's a lot of time for them. And so people kept telling me, well, make a video about it, make a YouTube video about it. And I'm like, I don't wanna. And the reason why I don't want to, you're gonna laugh. It sounds very like
stereotypical,
hypocritical, and like crazy. But so YouTube people, vloggers, have this stigma with them where it's like, I YouTube vlog. I do hot yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Hey.
Hashtag natural hair.
Ooh.
MUA makeup artist.
Go, girl.
I drink Moscato and pumpkin spice lattes. You know, it's just like
basic.
I don't want to do that. But I have finally conformed, not to the world, but to this whole YouTube situation.
Girl, you basic.
And so let me go ahead and grab my pumpkin spice latte and let's get started. What is travel nursing? So according to Wikipedia's definition, which I actually did like, it says travel nursing is a nursing assignment concept that developed in response to the nursing shortage. This industry supplies nurses who travel to work in temporary nursing positions, mostly in hospitals. So basically, travel nursing is going out and helping hospitals that need help, but they need specific type of help. They need nurses with experience to help them. People always say, well, there's this nursing shortage, so why do they need other nurses? That's where the keyword of experienced nurses coming. There are a lot of new graduate nurses, which are great. We were all a new grad all at one point. But it takes a lot of time to orient a new grad. It takes a lot of money. And sometimes, and these hospitals are short-staffed, they need nurses to start now. They don't have time to go through a hiring process, a fellowship process, or whatever process that facility may have. They put out for a travel nurse, and then they get experienced nurses, apply for the position, and it's all a very quick process. Within about a week or so, you can be at your facility working. You get very bare minimum orientation, and we'll go over all of this in another video. But that is the point of travel nursing, is to get experienced nurses to come in and fill that position right away to occupy their shortage. So since one of the key components in travel nursing is experience, most agencies won't take you unless you've had at least 2 years of nursing experience, and one of those years have to be in whatever specialty you're trying to work in. So if you've been a nurse for 2 years and you started off in cardiac, now you work mother-baby, you've only been working mother-baby for 6 months, but you've been a nurse for 3 years, they may not necessarily want you to travel in mother-baby because you only have 6 months in mother-baby. So typically they would want you to be a nurse altogether for at least 2 years and then have at least 1 year of experience in your most recent specialty that you would like to travel in. Like I said, some agencies are different. You have certain agencies that will take you with 6 months of experience as a nurse altogether.
Crazy, right?
Some agencies that will take you at 1 year of nursing experience altogether.
Not as crazy.
You know, it's all depending on your agency. It's all dependent actually on the facility that the agency is contracting with. However, I will say most of the facilities that will take a nurse at 1 year of experience are a little sketchy, sometimes very desperate due to the fact that they'll just kind of take everyone, and at the end of the day can be a little bit unsafe for the nurse as well as for the patients. I mean, don't get me wrong, especially if you've been a nurse for 5 years, 4 years, whatnot, you want to feel comfortable knowing what you're doing when you go into this facility where you get 1 day of orientation. Sometimes they give you 0 days of orientation. You just get thrown in there. You want to be confident in your skills. And I think, you know, doing nursing in being a nurse for at least 2 years helps with that confidence in your skills. So that is definitely one of the main requirements, is having your nursing experience up to par. Another requirement is to have your license in that state. It gets very processy, but like for me, I have 9 nursing licenses. You know how hard it is to keep up with them? I think one expired. But you have to have a license in each state, and it sounds like a lot. We'll go over that in another video. But have the license in each state, have, your certifications that are applicable to your position. So ACLS, BLS, TNCC, if you're going to a trauma center, if you're doing babies, whatever those certifications need to be, you need to make sure to have them. You also need to have a recent physical. You need to make sure all your shots are up to date, your tetanus, hepatitis, basically everything as though you were going to start a new job. All of those things need to be in place prior to starting this assignment. It's me, oh Lord. You guys may be like, well, who is this girl to be telling me about travel nursing? What has she done? How dare I? Girl, bye. Well, let me just tell you a little bit. I began nursing in Indianapolis, Indiana. Not from there, but I did cardiovascular surgical step-down unit there for a little bit over a year. And then I moved to Alabama and I started ER, where I fell in love with nursing. I did not like nursing at all. I actually never wanted to be a nurse. That's a whole nother video we'll get into, is nursing for you. But I never wanted to be a nurse. I did not like what I was doing. But when I moved over to ER, it stole my heart. I absolutely loved the emergency room. And then from being in it for about a year and a half, I left Alabama and started traveling. I have traveled to Massachusetts, New York, Miami, Florida, Dallas, Texas, San Francisco, California, and back to New York, back in Alabama right now. So, it's been very unique. It's been a wonderful process. At last, my love has come along. Why do you want to be a travel nurse? That is one of the biggest questions that you need to ask yourself before really delving into it. Reason why. 1, some people want to travel nurse for the money. Some people want to travel nurse for the travel experience. And number 3 is some people want to do it for a little bit of both, which is fine. However, why does that make a difference? Oh, because it does. If you're traveling for the money, there are certain states that you're going to want to go to. You don't care about, sightseeing or any of that stuff. You are just trying to make money. You're trying to pay off some stuff. You're trying to do whatever. You got a family. And so you would want to ask your recruiter, listen, where are those places where the money's booming? You may have to work somewhere really random, but it doesn't matter to you because, that is what your goal is. Now, granted, say you want to travel for the experience and then your recruiter sends you to Nebraska. You don't want to be in Nebraska, but Nebraska is where it's making the most money. Recruiters, they have the best interest in mind, but they will always try to send you where the most money is. For me, that never works for me because I don't necessarily do it for the money. I don't want to go, to certain states just to make more money. That's just not necessarily in my goal of why I travel nurse. But if that's your goal, then, you need to make sure to tell them that. Now, if you're trying to do it for the experience, then, you should also tell them that and keep that in mind for yourself. Because even when you tell some of these recruiters that you want to do it for the experience, they will still redirect you. Oh, well, this place is making double the money. And I'm like, hello, hi, back up off me. That's not what I'm asking for. I am asking for this place because I want to go play in the flowers and I want to go see the forest. So take in mind the seasons when you're going to certain places, figure out why. Then, you want to do a little bit of both. So with travel nursing, people have this concept, oh, you make all this money.
Hey, get it, girl.
And it's not necessarily the case. It all depends on where you're coming from. In Alabama, they do not pay nurses well at all. So no matter where I travel, I will always make more than what I make in Alabama. Oh, I love Alabama. I'm not from here, but still love it here. But they will not pay you here. Money, 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 money. Money. So how does this money thing work? You'll see on these billboards it'll say travel nurses make $70 an hour and everybody's like, oh, I need to be up out there. And so this is how it breaks down. Your hourly will always mostly be, unless you go to New York or California or one of those type of states, your hourly will always be in the 20s an hour, always. Now, where you make your money is on your stipends. So keep that in mind. If And okay, so now what are these stipends? You have housing stipend, you have food stipend. And stipends are basically, their way of giving you money to say, I know you're not at home, you need, money to find a place to live, or you need where. Now, some people say, well, I thought they put you in a place to live. They do. It all depends, though. Hey guys, ironically enough, I had to come into work, so put a little pin in that subject, and I'll be back. Stay tuned for my next video where we will go further into detail about this housing situation. All right, thanks guys. Bye.